Discovered 14 years ago, and since then it's a love story. Hi and welcome back to the channel. I'm Nisreen. I'm a transformation strategist and a certified coach, and in this video I want to share with you the story behind this YouTube channel. For that, I'm gonna introduce myself and share with you my background, explain why I'm taking the plunge on YouTube, also the topics that I'm passionate about and what to expect, especially on this YouTube channel. This video is part of a challenge that I've enrolled into to make 7 videos in 7 months. So if you want to follow my journey, subscribe to the channel. I will be sharing at the end of each video some behind the scenes to take you with me on this experience. You can find timestamps below the video if you want to jump to a section that you are interested in. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Nisreen. I'm Moroccan and French, and I live in the southwest coast of France. About my background, I've graduated as a software engineer back in 2007. That's a long time ago. And I've worked for a French software and technology services company, first in Morocco and then in France for 13 years. I've taken positions as a project manager, managing programs up to 50 engineers, and also positions of a consultant to improve performances around processes and organizations in IT. During these years, and with taking more and more management positions, I was attending trainings and business events with topics that were addressing more and more the people aspects and skills around management. I've discovered myself a new passion about those. I found myself each time very enthusiastic about the topics and very engaged into the discussion. And it was only 5 years ago that I've decided to act on it. I was actually in kind of an existential crisis. My work started feeling meaningless, although it was taking most of my energy and time. And I knew I needed to do something about it, bring back meaning and purpose into my work somehow. And that's when personal development and coaching felt like the right change. I was personally very motivated and passionate about the topic. I knew that I would be helping people change their life and achieve their goals. With the experiences I had before, I knew I had some abilities in that area that would help me achieve that. And that's actually what I did. I studied and got my master's degree in professional coaching while still in my previous job, and also started my practice in the same time, which brought really a new breath to my professional life and made everything much better. And as it happens often when we decide and commit to change things and put our life and energy in a new direction, I've had new opportunities coming my way. I've had a job opportunity to work as a transformation coach and consultant to bring new ways of working into IT, which were overall more people-centric and which really aligned more with my values and the directions I was taking. And this is actually my current day job. It obviously evolved during the last years. I started as a transformation coach for operations. Now I'm more working on strategic aspects and big transformations. So why YouTube and why now? I think YouTube have been one of the reasons and one of the things that made me realize how much I was into personal development and people skills. I've found myself watching many videos, way too many videos around personal development, and I could go on for hours without stopping. So that was maybe one of the indications that helped me also decide on pursuing, back in the days, this new direction around coaching. And while consuming these videos, I was always like picturing myself also doing the same one day, but I knew at the time that I've had other priorities and other goals that were more important at the time, so I've decided to put it aside. Now that these goals have been achieved, I'm coming back to this seed of YouTube that I've planted years ago to take the plunge on YouTube and give it a serious try. So YouTube for me is an opportunity to connect back on personal development, but in another form, and do it not only in a corporate setup, but make it also available for people from any walks of life, with the perspective to share the knowledge I've accumulated during the years, share my personal journey, also things that I've experimented in professional setup and that were very valuable and also do it in another form that is more my style and do it on my own terms. The other reason behind starting YouTube is freedom. Freedom is one of my biggest values, a value that shaped my life and drove many aspects in my life during the years. I can't talk about all of those aspects because otherwise this video would be too long. So I guess I'm gonna get back to it in other videos for sure. And about that, I see also YouTube as a possibility to bring me more freedom in the future on the professional side of my life. Maybe as an opening to start a new business, maybe be given trainings, which is something I do already in my day job. I've already trained more than hundreds of people and be my own boss and live my life on my own terms. So what am I passionate about? As you might know it by now, I'm very passionate about personal growth, and also I like to get into complex topics, analyze them, understand the nuances that there is. And our human experience is really rich and complex in that way, which includes our emotions, our actions, our interactions, and find ways to manage all this complexity to achieve and follow on to our ambitions and our dreams. The other thing that I'm passionate about is surfing. Surfing is a really big passion of mine that I've discovered 14 years ago, and since then it's a love story. And going back to my value of freedom, I think I've never felt more free than when I'm surfing, when I'm in the water, when I'm taking a wave. This is a passion that shaped my life and influenced my choices in many ways. And I think it's gonna be part also of this YouTube channel. I don't know yet how, but I think definitely it's gonna be part of it. Which brings me to the fourth part of this YouTube video, what to expect on this channel. My intent with this YouTube channel is for it to be a placeholder for everything you might need to achieve your goals and follow on your dreams. So it's gonna include resources and maybe book reviews, how to set goals, exploring the limitations we might run into, understanding the whys and hows around achieving our goals and our ambitions. Also for it to be a source of motivation along the way, and use my personal experience and professional skills to bring all that to you in a very easy and understandable manner. Also incorporating surfing into it. Surfing is a really complex sport, and I think there's also a lot to learn from it. And of course sharing my passion and the joy of surfing with you. And we'll see where it's gonna evolve from there. So thank you for giving me your time. I will do my best to make it a very valuable experience for you. If you want to check out my previous video, I will link it here, and you can also subscribe to the channel to see the next ones. See ya! Bye 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 bye. To bring you